Luis Castillo pitches well, but he gives up home runs, and he gave up 3 hits today. 2 of them were home runs, and that caused the Mariners to lose 3-1. So it was a game. Crochet got his 7th win of the season. Castillo got his 5th loss. Weissert picked up his third save of the season. Yeah, third save of the season. So it was a decent game. Castillo, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 2 home runs. Vargas, Spire, and Bizardo closed out the game for the Mariners. They gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, and 2 walks. So our starting pitcher gave up everything. He did have 5 strikeouts. Our bullpen had 2 for a total of 7. Over on their side, Crochet went 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. It was earned and struck out 8. Whitlock struck out 1. Chapman struck out 1. And Weissert came in and gave up 1 walk that was to Randy Arozarena that was erased by a Dom Canzone double play. Interestingly, Dan Wilson changed from his normal philosophy of when Mitch Garver is in the lineup as the catcher, you do not pinch hit for him unless in the event of an emergency, which thankfully we've not had to have that emergency. And there's a couple of good points that Dan brings up. Number one is you lose the designated hitter because Cal would be catching, because you keep Cal in the lineup as the designated hitter. That's just the rules of Major League Baseball. But if something were to happen to Cal in extra innings or at any point in the game, the Mariners really don't have an emergency catcher. So who would do it? You can't bring in the bullpen catcher. You'd likely have to have one of your position players do it. And then if you're in a really bad pinch, you might end up having to have a pitcher play the field. Most likely you have the pitcher play first base, because pretty much everybody who's played baseball can play first base. Time of the game, 2 hours, 14 minutes, 32,200. The Red Sox scored 5 runs this series. The Mariners scored 8, but it was, the Mariners scored 9, but it was when they were scored. On average, the Mariners scored 3 runs per game. So on average, the Mariners should have won. But unfortunately, they didn't. We were 0 for 5 with running in scoring position and left 5 on base. They were 0 for 1, leaving 3 on base. It was a Marcelo Mayer homer, his 4th of the year, to put Boston up 1-0 in the top of the second. In the bottom of the second, this was really cool. Mitch Garver set a productive out, moving Randy Arozarena from second to third on a deep fly ball, and then the very 2 pitches later, Randy scored on a wild pitch. So it was 1-1 with 2 outs. Okay, cool. Then at the top of the fourth, the end of the scoring, Trevor Story homered his 10th and scored Marcelo Mayer. Marcelo Mayer had been on first after a walk. It was interesting. J.P. Crawford had the day off. Totally understand that because of the left-handed starter, and you have the tomorrow off. Dylan Moore went 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Julio struck out twice on an 0 for 4. Cal had a double. He's now tied for third in the league with extra base hits with Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. Jorge Polanco struck out twice. Randy scored the only run for the Mariners with a walk and a hit. Garver had a productive out, plus he had a hit. Did strike out once. Dom Canzone grounded into a double play to end the inning. Donovan Solano, 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, so he's getting better. Ben Williamson had a hit, and Miles Masterboni had a decent day in the field, but we played him instead of Cole Young, and I know Cole Young's young and also the lefty-righty matchup stuff, but I feel like Cole Young probably would have been an improvement. Maybe not in the outcome of the game, but definitely in the outcome of future games, because it would allow us to have a look at what Cole Young can do in those situations. It would allow us to see more things, and it's the 9th spot in the lineup. Interestingly, for Luis Castillo, his ERA still sits at 3.38, and he still also, I believe, holds the Mariners record alongside Randy Johnson and Felix Hernandez, with the lowest ERA. Also, Chapman pitched the 8th because our 1-2-3 came up, and he went three up, 3 down. Mariners actually had it really good there, which was really nice that was something that happened, because it shows that we are changing the way we view closers, and it shows that players are willing to do what it needs to be done to take a game and win. and I think that's really cool to see happen. Other than that, I really don't know what to expect from the Mariners here. This is our last homestand till July, and we only have one more homestand between now and the All-Star break, which is fine. But I didn't realize the All-Star break was coming up that quickly. Hoping that our next set of series are better. I don't even know who we play next. Let me look. Schedule. We have tomorrow. Where? Thursday. Oh, we play the Cubs. And we play the Cubs and we start at 2:20 on Friday Eastern. So it's a day game. That's pretty exciting. And it's in Chicago. That's right. The Cubs are limited to the amount of night games they can have by statute, so you always expect to play a day game in Chicago.
And again, thank you for tuning into the videos. Don't forget that you can also see me on Patreon at Sammy5436, where it's $1 a month. I also am seeable on Instagram at Sammy5436. TikTok at Sammy5436. I'm on Blue Sky at Sammy5436, though I don't use that often. I believe I'm on Tumblr at Sammy5436, but I haven't used that in at least a year. And you can find me at my business email, thetrapezoidtalks5436 at gmail.com. Any information you need to send to those business emails will be looked at. I generally look at my business email on Wednesdays and Sundays, so just do be advised that I do not always have the ability to respond immediately, but if you do send an email to my business email, and as long as it's not offensive, I will respond if it's something I'm interested in with something positive, and if it's something I'm not interested in, I will thank you for your email and go ahead and say that there may be a future opportunity for us to collaborate if that's something you're interested in.